Kuma, 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 kuma. Am I live? I am live, Kuma. I am a bit late. I mean, more than a bit, Kuma. More than a bit. Nice, but I'm glad I'm live because... And I am glad I am alive. I am alive, Kuma, because it feels great. Those days have been pretty cool because sunny days, it really feels like it's getting closer to the spring, and I like those times, Kuma. Just let me put my music a little bit higher. I wonder why it's so low on this playlist. Right? It seems low. I guess I will leave it like that. Right? Let me try with this one. This one is higher. I think it's just the playlist that is a bit lower, so I guess I will leave it because I wanted to start with this one. Let's go. Let's go, Kuma. Hope you're doing fine. I'm doing again really great, even though I didn't sleep a lot for some reason. I didn't. So just let me tweet that I am live, Kuma, because in this type of situation, I should tweet. It's even more important for me to tweet because, and again, in a typical Eureka fashion, I announce a time and then I'm late. But to me, it's really hard to have a schedule, a strict schedule. I mean, I could still do it, but the thing that I still struggle as a VTuber, Kuma, is that I put a time and, you know, in a day, a lot of stuff can happen. Like, for example, sometimes you come back late from outside, which is pretty much what happened, you know, when I went back from the movie theater, or should I say the theater again, because all those 3 movies I've watched were at the same place, which is a theater place, a true, real theater with stage play, not a movie theater. But anyway, when I came back home, it was a bit later than what I expected because I had some problem with public transport, which is typically what you could expect from public transport in Brussels and Waffleland. They're not very good, Kuma. They're not very good, but I can deal with that. And that's exactly why I try my best all the time when I leave and pick the public transport to travel in Brussels. I try my best to do it in advance, you know, to not do it too late. And that's what I did in order to watch those movies, because obviously I didn't want to miss them or to get late. But even now, with what happened when I went back from the movie theater, which is pretty much that the public transport stopped at some point and I had to leave the tramway and do a big part of it by feet, I feel like I should have left even earlier to watch those movies. I was really lucky, all things considered, Kuma. So just let me see. So I tweeted here. Kuma, Kuma, Kuma. I'm feeling good, even though again, I didn't sleep a lot for some reason. But still feeling good. And I tweeted. So what I wanted to do... So just let me check my Discord server. I think I got the notification. Pokemon music this time. I love it. Feeling good. That's the power of going around nude. I mean, it is indeed true, Balisu, that at times I go around nude at my home, but outside, Kuma, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, Kuma, outside. Because I'm pretty sure if I start going around nude, completely naked, outside, I would get arrested at some point, you know. I mean, considering how crazy I am and how crazy I can be, Kuma, I could do it, but still, I would get arrested. So, I guess that's not something I should do, Kuma, obviously. But at home, I do whatever I want. If I want to be naked, I am naked. By the way, sometimes I sleep naked. Not all the time, but oftentimes I sleep naked. Mostly during the summer, by the way. What if it's at night when no one sees? I guess at night it could work. But even at night is, I guess, a bit risky depending on the neighborhood, obviously. Because back then, when in my previous apartment, where I was living before, 2 years ago, I was already living in Brussels. Like, pretty much, I lived in Brussels for all my life. I was in a neighborhood that was really comfy. I mean, it was close to a park, and it was a residential area, but it was comfy. So I guess in this place, maybe I could have went around naked even during the night. But now, since we moved on, we got closer to downtown, to the center of the city. And even though it's useful because now I'm close to everything, you know, I'm close to the center, I'm close to the public transport, I'm close to the shoppings, I'm close to everything pretty much. But it's more dangerous, you know. It's more dangerous, Kuma. And I'm pretty sure that even during the night, it wouldn't be recommended to go outside just naked, Kuma. I mean, I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure of that. By the way, just the only thing I wanted to do... I think I am live on YouTube too, by the way. Like, I should have received a notification on my phone. Or maybe not. Did I receive it? Let me check. Because I never know what happened when you start a YouTube stream late, actually. Sneaking nude into the ONU offices, an international incident indeed. Exactly. I mean, if you want an international incident, bodysuit, just ask Eureka, you know. Like, if I get into something and I do it, it could get really, really, really chaotic. Because I am a chaotic person, Kuma. I am chaos. Chaos. Do you know about chaos? I am chaos. I mean, I would say I'm rather chaotic neutral, I guess? I don't know. And maybe chaotic evil at times, Kuma. But yes, I am a chaotic person, that's for sure. So let me see, I just want to be sure. Okay. I am live on YouTube too, perfect. Because the thing I wasn't sure, even though I'm pretty sure I did it in the past, because it's not the first time I start my stream a bit late, I wasn't sure if on YouTube, when you set a specific time for your stream and then start a bit later, or in this case, 50 minutes later, because I was late, Kuma, I wasn't sure if the stream was going to start on too on YouTube, but apparently it does, which is good, Kuma. So just let me see, like this. I just wanted to share, and then we're gonna talk about the movie I watched. I'm going to give you a quick review of it, because honestly it was fine. It was fine. I would say that of the 3 movies I've watched, it was the weakest one, but still a pretty decent movie, all things considered. So just let me see, like this, I close this. Oh, I thought my playlist stopped, but it didn't. So just in here. Hope you're doing good, by the way, Kuma. So short review stream. Alright. What I was saying? Alright, yes, if you were doing good, because I'm doing quite fine today. I didn't sleep a lot, which is weird. I think maybe it's because of the movie I've watched yesterday, and I'm gonna tell you why. So just let me close that. I think I will drop down a little bit this. Alright, so yesterday was the day I watched Toto-chan, you know, which is, I think I still got the cover, by the way. Let me show you. in the case you forgot about the movie. I mean, I'm pretty sure neither of you have seen the movie because all the movies I've watched were actually not seen by a lot of people, you know, because I think they're not on stream or anything. This is a movie I watched yesterday, pretty much. And remember, yesterday I told you, Eureka told you that it was a 7 out of 10 movie. I mean, I gave it 7 out of 10 on stream, and when I posted my review on Twitter, I said I gave it a 7 out of 10. But then, that's usually what happens with me, you know. When I watch a movie or an anime or a TV series, read a book, play a game, a visual novel, you name it, your feelings can evolve depending, like after you watch the movie, you have the time to process it, to process what you've seen, to think about what happened, did you really enjoy the movie or not. So I was thinking about Toto-chan during the evening after doing the stream and doing my review, and I thought about it again, and I thought to myself, Kuma, I said it was 7 out of 10, but it's not 7. I would rather give it 7.5 out of 10. So a 0.5 increase of the note I gave, because when I thought about it, it was a pretty cool movie actually. But the movie didn't have any fun, cute and small, silly anime girl. Do you mean about Toto-chan? If you're talking about Toto-chan, Bolisu, the main character, as you can see here, which is the cute little girl at the top of the tree, she's really a fun and cute character. She's really funny and cute. But I mean, she's pure and she's really, if you like the cute type of anime, I think you could like Toto-chan for this reason too, because it's a really comfy movie actually. The main character is cool. Now, if you're talking about Fureru, because now I just saw your other comment, Bolisu, did you stay up all night playing with yourself? Not at all. Not at all, Kuma, believe me, for once, not at all. I mean, usually when I know that I have something to do the next day, even more when it's waking up early, because the movie was again at 12:30 p.m. So I woke up at 10 a.m., you know, which is pretty early for Eureka standards. So usually when I have to wake up early, I don't do anything during the night, you know. I don't do any lewd things, you know, believe me. Trust me, Kuma, no looting before important stuff. As is, that's how I do it, Kuma. I know that I've heard about this thing that a lot of sportsmen, I mean, people who do sports, professional athletes, whether it is football, tennis, or basketball or anything, like there's this thing that apparently if you have sex the day before a big match, you know, a big match or a big event, or I don't know, before it's the final of the competition, of a competition you're participating in, apparently it can help. It helps a lot for some reason. In my case, I don't know. And anyway, if it's playing with yourself, it is not the same as having sex, obviously, Kuma. But you know what I mean. So, to answer your question, Bolisu, about Fureru, I mean, you can see the cover. Like the cover, there's only 3 guys on the cover. So, if anything, and that's what I was wondering at first, because I didn't check anything about the movie before watching it, by the way. So let me put it a little bit higher, my playlist. So regarding the movie, I was wondering if it was maybe a boys' love movie. You heard it right, a boys' love movie. And why I'm telling you that? Because usually when you have an anime, when the main cover has mostly and only male characters, especially this type of cover, you could expect something more on the boys' love or shonenai. Shonenai is actually the term in Japanese. I know that not a lot of people know about it because like they hear shonen, they think about shonen, but I'm not saying shonen. I'm saying shonen ai, which is pretty much the counterpart of Yuri. You have Yuri anime, which depicts romance between female characters, and then you have shonen ai anime, which depicts romance between male characters. But it's not a movie like that, you know. It's not about gay relationship, Kuma. If that's what you were wondering. And there are girls actually as secondary character in the movie, because the movie has a romance part about it. So there are two girls character that actually plays a big part in this movie. It's just that they're not shown on the poster because the main characters are the three guys you can see here, you know. Like those three guys that are friends, are pretty much best friends. Okay. So, well, I thought it stopped again. It didn't. So just let me put my water because I'm already thirsty. But anyway, I was first talking about Toto-chan, and I said that by reflecting the movie, because I reflect a bit of what I've seen regarding Toto-chan, I would rather give it a 7.5 out of 10, because I haven't read the novel yet. I plan to read it, but it's actually an autobiographical novel. It is the story of the creator, which is named Tetsuko, or Toto-chan. Toto-chan is actually the one who wrote her story, you know, it's her story. And when you put that into perspective, and I thought again about what happened in the movie, especially with the context of the World War II, because it was a movie set in the World War II era, and it was the story of a little girl during her elementary school years during the World War II, Kuma. By putting all of this into perspective and thinking about what happened in the movie, I thought to myself, yes, the movie was really cool. I think it's going to grow on me. So that's why I put it a 7.5. You know, that's the tweet I actually put on Twitter. Let me show you, by the way. If I can find it again, Kuma. I'm really thirsty these days, by the way, Kuma, because it's starting to get hot. Yesterday it was sunny, but it was still cold, a bit cold. But today is really the first day where I felt it was starting to get hot, Kuma. Pretty much. So let me see if I can find the tweet, the other tweet I posted, so I can show it to you. Like this. Oh, obviously you can. I guess I will show it here then. If I can show it, how should I do it? When you have several scenes, sometimes it's hard to just juggle between them. So let me just Kuma here. Not this one. This one. I mean, like this here. This is what I wrote. With a bit of hindsight and thinking back on the movie tonight, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10 rather than a 7. It already grew on me, Kuma. This is pretty much the tweet that I posted after the stream, a bit later, after I ate and everything. This is what I posted because I thought about it again and... Nude, do you want to see me naked right now, Balisu? I mean, I'm pretty sure I couldn't just remove my clothes like that, Kuma. And I would get banned anyway on Twitch. I mean, I guess it could be worthy, especially if it helps me get famous on the internet, because obviously I know, guys, the parts that you all wanna see naked, it's this one, obviously. I've been told in the past by some people that I got pretty nice boobies, Kuma. So I guess that's what they would want to watch naked first. Obviously. Kuma Kuma. So just let me like this. So yes, to conclude about what I said about Toto-chan, it grew on me, and it's the type of movie I really do wonder. I don't know if I will ever rewatch it in the future, because there's so many movies that I like and so many movies that I want to rewatch, and our lives are so short. Like, we got short lives, Kuma. I'm not even sure I will ever rewatch it, but I think it's the movie that after a few years I will think about it again, and I will probably think, yes, it was a pretty good movie. Let's not forget the fact you asked to have less jiggle on your boobas. I remember. I mean, you know why? You know why, Bolisu? I think I actually explained it in the past, but actually what happened, I mean, not what happened, but something that I've seen in the past. Because, as you may know, obviously, I'm watching other VTuber too at times, like random VTuber. I like to watch, sometimes just click on a random indie VTuber channel, whether it is on Twitch or YouTube, and look at their model and their content and how they're streaming. And you know, on YouTube, there are a lot of TT streamers, you know, that are way more naked than am I, especially in this part, and that jiggles a lot. And I remember there was a VTuber, by the way, I don't remember the name, and even if I remember, like, I don't like to just say names like that, Kuma, but there was a VTuber that her boobs were jiggling, but they were jiggling so much, so fucking much, it was kind of like out of a cartoon, Kuma. In the sense, she had really, really huge boobs. Like, in the sense, like, you see how, like, the size of Eureka's boobies, you could assume that the boobs of the VTuber I'm talking about was double. Like, it was double the length. So it was really big. And then, when she was moving just a tiny little bit, the boobies were making really insane movements. And the thing is, in my case at least, I guess that some people like it, but I thought it was way too much, you know, because it was to the point that it was distracting from the person, from the character, you know. Because, again, don't get me wrong, I love loot stuff, Kuma. I love loot stuff. I'm a horny wreck, Kuma. Ask Bolisu. You just have to ask Bolisu. Sometimes I just send him random loot thoughts or horny posting, just like that. Just ask him. I can be quite lewd myself, but I don't know, when I'm on stream, or when I watch a stream, Kuma, I don't want to just watch boobies going on all sides and moving too much, you know? Do you mean size or length? I mean, but when I said length, it's, I mean, what I mean by that is that when I say bigger, it's not that they were bigger circles, it's that they were the type of boobs that were going all the way down to her waist, you know? They were big, and they were, because of gravity, torpedo tits, exactly, that's the word. Torpedo tits, Kuma, that's the word, Bolisu. You know your stuff, you know your stuff. That can be nice, especially on arts, don't get me wrong, but when you have a stream, when you're a VTuber, and you stream with this type of model, and you do it all the time, because keep in mind, when you're a streamer or a VTuber, it means that you will be on TV, like Bolisu would said, you would be on TV many times, you know? It's like people will watch you many times, and it means that how you're looking will be what someone will see on their TV all the time, Kuma. And I don't know, I'm not saying that it's bad or that it doesn't have a target. It has a target, that's for sure. But really, to me, that's really the type of model, of presentation that you have if you only want Kumers on your stream, Kuma. Kumers. And again, I don't mind Coomers, I guess. I mean, I don't mind having perverted or lewd people on my stream. If anything, I like to sometimes play with them, Kuma. But I don't want to only have and only be known as a lewd streamer or VTubers. Kumars. Okay. So, I guess that was it for Toto-chan. Now let's get into the movie I've seen today, which is this movie. So if I can find the picture again, it was here. Fureru. Starts talking about Fureru, ends up talking about torpedo tits. Exactly, that's a typical Eureka moment. I would even tell you, Bolisu, because in this case, you are the one who made me go on a tangent about tits and boobies and torpedo tits. But I would even tell you that even if you said nothing on the chat, or were just like interacting normally and didn't say anything to put me on another subject, I'm pretty good at doing it myself, Kuma. Really, when I start talking and think about many things, especially when I start talking about that specific subject, I go easily on tangents, you know, whether it is lewd stuff, boobies, political stuff, or like yesterday we were talking about the French and how France was hated by the entire world, Kuma. Pretty much, that's how I am, going on a tangent. Nice. So, Gomen, Fureru. Let's talk about Fureru now. So first, Kuma, let me just talk about who worked on that movie, pretty much. Because, as I said in the past, I like to check the staff who worked on a specific anime, TV anime or movie, because I think it's always interesting, especially if there are people that I know from other anime. And as I've said before, the director of this anime was and is Tatsuyuki Nagai. And Tatsuyuki Nagai is pretty much known, I mean, I talked about it yesterday, he worked on the Reagan adaptation, and I love Reagan. I love the Reagan anime. And by the way, I know that you love it, Bolisu too. By the way, we love the same character. Kuroko Shirai. I think she's really cool and really cute and really funny too. She's a funny character. But anyway, the director of Fureru worked on the Reagan anime. He worked on Toradora, which is pretty much a classic. Toradora is a classic, you know. At least if you were an anime fan, an otaku, back from when before it was cool. So in the 2000s, you've seen Toradora. You've seen it. Great anime, Kuma. And if you haven't seen it yet, you should. He also directed Anohana, and he directed the Gundam Teketsu no Orphans, or in English, Iron-Blooded Orphan anime. So a lot of pretty cool anime. And as I said, the Anohana anime, and that's when I realized that he actually did worked in the past with Mari Okada, because Mari Okada is the script writer of this movie. Reagan got so much more love than Index and Accelerator, exactly, and that's because, again, remember this name, Kuma. Remember this guy. Let me show it again. I think I still got the picture. It is because this guy, Tatsuyuki Nagai, is a pretty good director. He is a pretty good anime director. At least from all this modern wave of anime director, he's one of the good ones. Hey, that one just looks like me. Really? I don't believe you, Bolisu. Every time I'm showing you a character or a person, you're telling me that he does look like you. Like for example, when I was playing Croc, and you told me you were looking like a Gobo. Or, I don't know, I'm pretty sure you told it a lot of times in the past too, Kuma. But yes, that guy, Tatsuyuki Nagai, he worked on Reagan, he directed Reagan, he directed Toradora, a classic, like one of the first classic of the 2000s. He directed Anohana, which was a pretty good anime, by the way. I should rewatch it. It's been a while. I haven't watched Anohana. And just let me... like this. I think I will drop it a little. And he also directed Gundam, Teketsu no Orphans, or Iron-Blooded Orphans. And Fureru is the last work he's recently directed, like the Fureru movie, pretty much. So he's a director that is pretty good at directing anime. And if we start talking about the direction of Fureru, I thought the anime was greatly produced, Kuma. It was very well produced. And it's not a surprise because, again, all of those movies that I've seen this week, and even previous week, because I started the first movie, I saw it Sunday, so it was previous week. They all were screened during this event that was named the Brussels Animation Film Festival, and they try to show animation works that either were rewarded or had received prizes because they were good movies, or just good movies all around, you know, like what you're going to see during this festival are good movies, at least in terms of production. So regarding Fureru, the production, like first I'm talking about the production of the anime. It was really good, a beautiful anime. I love the character design. By the way, let me talk about the character designer. That maybe you don't know about the name, because I know about a lot of names, but I know that many people don't really always, how can I say that? They don't always seek about what type of people worked behind an anime, but I love to do it. But Masayoshi Tanaka is a character designer that worked, he did the character design of Toradora. So now you can see a pattern, you know, like all of those guys from the same studio, which by the way is Clover Works, the studio who worked on this movie. They worked together. They have experience together as a staff. So he did the character design of Toradora, Anohana, again, Joshiraku, an anime that I really like, by the way. Joshiraku, you should watch it if you haven't. It's a pretty funny anime. And Darling in the Franxx. Do you remember Darling in the Franxx? That anime was a train wreck, Kuma. Darling in the Franxx. Do you remember about it? Let me show you the cover in the case you don't remember, Kuma. Let me show you. It is indeed an anime that I could talk about in the future, I guess. But it was really a train wreck. The train wreck type of anime. So let me see. Oh, that's a big picture, but I guess I could show it this one. Nice. Like this. I think the image will be really big, so I will have to resize it. But let me show you. Did it work? It did. Okay, it's big. But I think I remember, this anime was big in 2016 because, to my knowledge, Studio Trigger, which is a really popular anime studios with anime fans, worked on this anime. And Darling in the Franxx, that anime was a train wreck, if you watch it. It starts decently, but then I didn't like it. But the thing that I liked about Darling in the Franxx, and you can see it here, is the character design. I think the character design is pretty good looking. Notably, most of the main characters, I really like the orange haired character, which was named Miku, if I remember right, and also the blue hair character, Ichigo. And obviously you have 02, that was the anime waifu of a lot of people back in 2016. Let me show you some of her art. What's interesting with the one most at the red bottom looks fun. The one most at the red bottom. So do you mean about Miku, the one on the right? If you're talking the one on the right bottom, I really liked her too. I really liked her. By the way, let me see if I can show you, because I think I still got pictures about this anime. So I will put it a little bit higher. So let me see. I think I still got some artwork, right? Let me see if I can find it. Like this. I think it was... Yes, I'm not sure, actually. I said 26, kuma. 26, kuma. I said 2016, but it's actually 2018. 2018, sorry. Like, it's 2 years later. I don't know why I said 2016. Darling in the Franxx was released in 2018. 26. Sex at 20. 20 is prime age, kuma. I mean, is it really? I don't know. So let me show you. Are you talking about... here. Miku. This is Miku. I remember this character in Darling in the Franxx. To me, it was one of the better characters, you know, Miku. I think Miku was quite cool in Darling in the Franxx, but you also have my favorite character in Darling in the Franxx actually is Ichigo. This is an art of her because I saved some picture. She fun, yes, Miku is pretty fun. Miku is pretty fun, but Ichigo is actually my favorite character of Darling in the Franxx, and that's quite interesting because she was the most controversial character of the series. Some people hated her, and I never know why, but in my case, I loved her. I'm an Ichigo enthusiast. But anyway, the stream isn't about Darling in the Franxx, obviously. It is about Fureru. But I'm talking about this because do I still have the... Alright, I should put it again. I'm talking about this because I was talking about the character design. And the character design of Darling in the Franxx, as I said, as you can see here, I think it's a pretty good character design actually. And even though I thought the anime was really mid, I think that one of the memorable stuff of Darling in the Franxx was the character design. Notably for characters like, as you've said, Bolisu, Miku, like the orange red-haired one, that I think is really cool, and Ichigo. And also, I haven't showed her, despite the fact she's the most iconic character of Darling in the Franxx. Let me see. Do I have a good picture though? Because I mostly have... let me see. I think I still got screenshots. Okay, this could do. This could do, kuma. 02, obviously. This is a screenshot from the anime, from episode 1, 02. This character was the most popular character of the anime, and arguably the most popular character of 2018. But it was really funny because a lot of people know about this character, about 02, because they love the design, but they didn't even see the show. They didn't even watch the show, you know. It really tells you how good her character design is and how mid the anime is, kuma. Pretty much. But yes, what I'm saying is the Darling in the Franxx character design was one of the only thing that was really memorable about the anime. And so Masayoshi Tanaka, who is the name of the character designer, he also worked on Fureru. And I think that it was really good looking. The anime was really good looking for this very reason. And I think he also worked on... Yes, I'm pretty sure I named all the anime, all the important anime he did the character design on, Kuma. Pretty much. So Fureru had a pretty good production. Nice animation. The anime was very well animated, with some sequences where they tried to be a bit more original with the animation, which was cool. The backgrounds were really good looking too, the backgrounds of the anime, but this thing is really something that you can expect from a Cloverworks production, because Cloverworks is the anime studio behind Fureru, and they're pretty much known as making good backgrounds, you know, beautiful backgrounds for anime. Because Cloverworks is linked to A1 Pictures, and A1 Picture is already known for making good backgrounds. So everything production-wise was really good. Now, why do I only rate the movie 7 out of 10? So a lower note than Kimi no Ilo and so The Colors Within and Toto-chan, which are the two other movies I've watched before, Kuma. If you remember, I rated Kimi no Ilo 7.5 and I rated Toto-chan 7.5. At first 7, but then I increased it 7.5. And if you ask me, because maybe you're going to ask Eureka, does it mean that you will increase the rating of Fureru after the stream? I can already tell you no. No, because it's really one of those movies I know it's a 7. You know, it won't change. Yeah, why? Why about what, Bolisu? Why about what? Because I'm yapping a lot already right now. I'm getting lost in my thoughts. But yes. Oh, you were asking about the rating. Yes. So the story of the anime was done by Mari Okada. And I will talk a bit about Mari Okada because she's a pretty important person. Maybe you never heard about her, but you probably watched anime from Mari Okada. So let me see if I can find a good picture, because this is actually really interesting. She's one of the most famous screenwriter in modern anime. Mari Okada is really, she's big. She's big. Whether you like her scripts or not, she is big in Japan. Mari Okada is big in Japan. So let me show you if I can find... Then, my browser is always like struggling a bit when I'm streaming, Kuma. I guess this one will do. Even though it's a little bit pixelated, but I guess it will do, Kuma. So let me show you. Not 02, but... Mari Okada. This is Mari Okada. And Mari Okada, as I've said, is a screenwriter that is really, really popular in Japan. She worked on a lot, and by a lot, I mean a lot of anime series. She worked on, like, I can name some of the series she worked. She worked on, let me see if I can find the AniDB. She worked on... Oh, I forgot. Kiss Naiver. Kiss Naiver is one of the Trigger series, I remember. She worked on Mayoiga. I don't know if you know about Mayoiga. Like, it's a pretty... This series was weird. She worked on Toradora. So, this is one of the best series she worked on. Hanasaku Iroha. This one, I don't know if you know about it, but it's a pretty cool one too. Gothic. She worked on Sakuraso. And this one I didn't know about that. She worked on the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan series, actually. So that's interesting. That's interesting, Kuma. She worked on Kodomo no Jikan. That's true. Damn, she even worked on Kodomo no Jikan. So she worked on a ton of stuff. She worked on... I like the vibe of Gothic, same for me, Kuma. But now you're seeing where I'm getting at, Bolisu. She worked on great series like Toradora, like the Gundam series, Iron-Blooded Orphans, that I named, which is one of the better Gundam anime that released after the original ones. She worked on Gothic. The movie she made, the Makia movie. I don't know if you know about Makia. It's a movie she did in 2018. It was really good, a really good movie. She worked on Sakuraso, that I really like too. So those are the good ones. Kodomo no Jikan. You know about Kodomo no Jikan, Kuma. This one is controversial. I should talk about Kodomo no Jikan at some point. Controversial anime. So those are the good ones. And then she worked on bad anime like Mayoiga. Mayoiga was a really weird and bad anime. She worked on the Black Rock Shooter adaptation, like the TV series, which was really mid to what I remember. It was interesting visually wise, but it was mid, all things considered. Same for Kisnaiver. Same for Wixos. She worked on Wixos, and I remember Wixos being quite mid, Kuma. And Fractal too, Fractal. The OVAs were cool, yes, the anime, I'm talking about the TV series, exactly, Bolisu. Thank you for correcting me. Here I'm talking about the TV series of Black Rock Shooter. I'm not talking about the OVAs. It's true that the OVAs were better than the TV series, I agree. Thanks for the correction, Kuma. Thank you. But let me see if there is something else, because there is also, like, if you looked at the minor roles she had, I think Anohana. She worked on Anohana. This one is one of the good ones. Anohana. The Kanaan TV series. This one was okayish, but what I'm telling you with this is she worked on good series, she worked on a few great series, and even a movie that was really good, and she worked on really mid to bad series. Mari Okada, remember this name, Kuma, because you will still hear about this person in the future. Because let me look at her page again. Was it here? I think she has another movie in production, right? Trying to see, because I think she already has other projects she's working on. Yes, exactly. She has 2 movies, or maybe not. Let me look. I think I'm getting confused. But I think she has another project that is already being prepared. But what I'm telling you is that you will hear about her in the future, because she's really one of those script writer that she's working on everything. She made good stuff, great stuff, and she made bad stuff. And usually when they make a movie, a new movie, or a new anime, having Mari Okada as the screenwriter, people will want to see it, because they want to see if the movie is going to be good, a banger, or if the movie is going to be a train wreck, Kuma. So it's either a banger or a train wreck. I didn't correct anything. What are we talking about? Oh, about Black Rock Shooter. Yeah, I mean, maybe you didn't do it consciously, Bolisu, but it's just that at first I was talking about the OVAs when I said where Mari Okada worked on. But she worked on the TV series. And the TV series, like the anime, isn't as good as you said. I also thought that the OVAs were better. That's what I mean. So you didn't do it consciously, Kuma, but you did correct me in a way. So where I was getting again. All right, I was talking about Mari Okada. Remember this name. Mari Okada is the type of screenwriter that is really popular in Japan because she makes great stuff and she makes bad. And when I did say bad, she makes cringe stuff. Bad and cringe stuff. She has a reputation, Mari Okada has a reputation to write story about characters. Like a lot of her stories is about relationship between characters, but also the drama that happens between characters because there is misunderstandings. You know what I mean? And some people considers that Mari Okada works are always forced drama. So to give you an example, I mean, not an example from her movie, but just like a basic example. It's like, for example, there is a misunderstanding between a friend. Like, for example, you see a friend with the girl you like. Like, for example, let's say, Bolisu, you have a crush on a girl, and you told that you have this crush on this girl to your best friend. You told your best friend, okay, I'm in love with this girl. She's the girl of my life. I'm still too shy to tell her my feelings, but I love her. So you tell your best friend about this, and your best friend said, yes, I'm going to help you to get this girl, Bolisu. You're gonna get it. I am your best friend. You're going to get this girl. And then in the story, there is a moment that happens where Bolisu like goes to a place. Like, let's say, for example, you go to the park. You go to the park at night and you see your best friend and your crush talking to each other. And you start to think, oh, damn, my best friend is actually hitting on my crush. Even though I told him that I was in love with her, that it was the love of my life, and now he's doing this. And so Bolisu would be like, oh damn, I hate my friend now. What did he do? That's insane. I can't believe my eyes. He betrayed me, Kuma. Fuck this friend, he betrayed me. And so Bolisu leaves, running and crying, because he thinks that his best friend is hitting on his crush. But then you have the point of view of the conversation of happening between the best friend, like the best friend of Bolisu, and the crush, and you see they just met up randomly, like for random reasons, like they didn't had a date or anything, and they were just talking about random stuff, you know, like the content of their discussion is irrelevant. But what I mean is that the drama happened because Bolisu, which is in the case the main character, thought that his friend was hitting on his girl, pretty much. But when you look at the point of view of the two characters discussing, so the best friend and the crush, they're just having a normal conversation. They just met up by incident. If anything, maybe the crush, maybe your best friend, Bolisu's best friend, maybe he was just trying to, like, he was talking about you, about Bolisu, and trying to tell you, yes, maybe you should try to talk more to Bolisu, because I think there is something going on between you both, you know, like there's something birthing, you know, that you could get closer. And like, maybe he was trying to push for you, but since you happened to see them during the night in the park, you would be destroyed, you know. And what you would do is, like, you wouldn't even ask your friend about what happened. You would just get pissed at it, you know. Like the next day, your friend, Bolisu's best friend, will talk to Bolisu, and Bolisu will be cold and will be like, I don't want to talk to you because you're a traitor. Like, Bolisu will be really cold because he thinks that his best friend betrayed him, but he won't even ask about it. And that's an example, Kuma, of what could be considered as forced drama. That is an example of what a lot of viewers, I'm not telling everyone, but a lot of viewers would consider it as forced drama, because drama happened, but drama happened because of a misunderstanding, And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not because like misunderstandings can happen, but this type of misunderstanding could have been fixed quite easily if Bolisu just asked his friend, okay, he asked him, I saw you last night with my crush and I was wondering what was happening. And then Bolisu's friend would tell him, oh, Bolisu, don't worry. We just happened to meet up by incident. I was talking to the girl because we just met up and we know each other, you know, because of the story, we know each other. And I actually was talking about you. And then Bolisu would be like, oh, nice, you're actually helping me. I love you. You really are my best friends. But obviously, if you do that, there is no drama and then there is no story, you know? On high school, a friend was too shy, so he wrote a love letter and sent another friend to deliver the letter. The girl liked it but thought the messenger was who wrote it. The girl liked it but thought the messenger was who wrote it, so they ended up together. Oh, you mean so he wrote a love letter and sent another friend. You mean the friend who delivered the letter? He liked the friend who delivered the letter. I see. But I guess that could be another example. That could be another example. But in your example, I guess it just happened that the girl was in love with the guy to begin with. Like in my example that I just gave of Bolisu and his best friend and his crush, it was really a misunderstanding that can be fixed quite easily. But the story, beside, like, they don't fix it. They don't fix it. They would rather keep pushing this misunderstanding during all the story, you know? So during all the anime or during all the movie. And that's an example of what is forced drama. Forced drama is when you have drama in a story between characters because of a misunderstanding that could have been fixed really easily. And I know there are some people that hated it. I have a friend of mine, actually, a good friend of mine that I know for a long time on the internet, that he hates those type of story, you know? Like, he would really hate Mari Okada works because he would think that most of her movies or stuff can be solved quite easily, Kuma. But that's an example. There are other people that don't mind it because they love the drama. They love the drama, Kuma. So just let me see. I think I'm gonna drink because still thirsty. But here it's an example that I gave you to tell you a bit about Mari Okada and the type of stories she writes. Because obviously the example I gave isn't what happens in the anime, in the movie. Here I'm not talking about the movie. I'm just talking about the type of scenarist Mari Okada is. She's the type of script writer that likes to write drama between characters in their works, you know. And sometimes it's good, other times it really feels that it's forced drama, pretty much. Things can be solved with a conversation, but some people just like the telenovelas. Exactly, telenovelas is a good analogy, Bolisu. Great analogy, even. Oof. I love water, Kuma. And when it hatches, it reminds me of a cartoon short where a bird gets a surrogate to sit on their egg to keep it warm, and when it hatches, the baby birds see the surrogate as their mother. Oh, I think I watched it too. Dude. Isn't that an old cartoon? I think it happens in a pretty old cartoon, actually. I think it did. Damn. I'm drinking sparkling water, so every time I take a sip, it feels like I wanna, you know, I wanna burp, Kuma. but I don't want to burp on stream. Come on. Yes, Looney Tunes maybe. Yes, either Looney Tunes or one of the Warner Brothers shorts. It could be. It also has happened on Tom and... Oh, I love Tom and Jerry. I love Tom and Jerry, Kuma. I love it. So, alright. Now, you know the type of screenwriter, script writer Mari Okada is. And again, remember this name, Mari Okada, because if you start watching anime released this year or in the next few years, I'm pretty sure you will happen to maybe watch one of Mari Okada's work. So that was it for Mari Okada. So we know about the director, about the director of Fureru, Tatsuyuki Nagai, who worked on Reagan. We know about the character designer Tanaka Masayoshi, who, like I said, worked on Darling in the Franxx, the character design that I really like the character design of the anime. And we talked about Mari Okada for the script. So now, Fureru. Let me make tiny bit bigger. Fureru. So what does it say about Fureru? Fureru, all things considered, was really mild if we consider it as a Mari Okada work, you know. In the sense, it wasn't too cringe, but it was decent, you know. So to summarize pretty much what is the movie about, and again, I won't give big spoilers, like I won't give spoilers about the movie if you ever want to watch it, even though this one, I'm pretty sure no one will watch it, you know. It really feels like one of those movies that people will skip for some reason, but it's a movie about the friendship of those three guys, you know. The three guys that you can see on the cover, those three guys here are best friends. I mean, that's obvious. Look at the cover. They're talking to each other. They're smiling and having fun. They are best friends. And they're best friends since they were young, you know, since they were children. And now they are in their 20s. They're in their 20s. I think they're 20 years old in the movie when the movie happens. And they're living together. Like they're living, actually, they picked a big house and they're splitting the rents. They're living together. Friends since they hatched. Exactly. They're good friends. And they have a pet. They have a pet here. The hedgehog-like pet, you know, that looks like a hedgehog. I think it's actually a hedgehog. They have a pet. And the pet is kind of like the link between those characters because they became friends with this pet. This is the pet they had when they were children, pretty much. And the movie goes in depth into their relationship because they show you that those guys are really, really close to each other, which is really funny because at times they made the joke, obviously, the joke that you can expect, even more when you see the cover. Are they gay for each other, you know? Are the characters gay or are they just really close? Are they gay or European? Do you know about this pretty infamous question? So they kind of like joke about it, obviously, but they're not. You know, they're actually, like I've said, two other girls' character amongst the main character. They're just aren't shown on the poster. So there is romance that develops in the movie. And pretty much, as you can expect, it's a movie about pretty much their relationship. At first, they tell you that they're good friends, best friends, but then, in a typical Mari Okada fashion, again, remember about Mari Okada and the type of story that she writes, she loves drama. And so drama happens amongst those friends because of a misunderstanding that I won't spoil. Obviously, I won't spoil about any important event of the movie, but drama happens. Like it's a drama movie as it was advertised pretty much. And then that's all the movie is about what happens because of this drama and how is it resolved, if it is resolved. And all things considered, I thought the movie was really entertaining. By the way, I just realized my playlist just finished, so let me start this one, I guess, because I got another one. Alright, so the movie was really entertaining. I didn't know what to expect, Kuma. I didn't know what to expect before watching this movie, because of the 3 movies I watched, it is the one where I was scared that maybe it was going to be a boring movie, you know, that maybe I wasn't going to like it. But I went to the theater early I actually got here at 12. Damn. I'm still trying to burp, Kuma, because of the sparkling water. I got here like 20 minutes in advance, and for some reason the theater room wasn't open yet. Which is weird, because for the 2 other movies, they opened it really early, but here it wasn't open, so I had to wait a little bit in front of the theater. And then I went the movie started, and the beginning, you know how it is usually in movies at the beginning. Like a lot of movies like to introduce the characters, to show, oh, what's happening with the music? Oh, it's a Luffy playlist. Kuma, I was getting confused because the music did whoa 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 whoop whoop whoop, like it was doing weird things. It's a Luffy playlist, that's why. But like I said, the movie started, and then you get the introduction, as you have in a lot of movies, where they show you the characters, their backgrounds, how they got together, and yada yada. Actually, I don't know if I like this playlist. Let me put the Toho playlist. Let me put the Toho playlist that I used to put, because I mean, I like Luffy at times, but I'm not sure I'm liking this playlist. So just let me put it. Let me switch. Onegai shimasu. This one. This is the one I like. Exactly. Put Extreme Luffy. I mean, there are some playlists that are good, but I would say I'm not that much into it, Kuma. I'm not that much into it. Alright, so like I said, the movie starts, there is an introduction, they talk about the 3 main characters, how they ended up being friends together, and their background and stuff, until the beginning of the movie when they're adults in their 20s. And in the introduction, at first, I was worried because I thought that maybe it was going to be a bit boring, because I didn't know what the movie was going to be about. But then, when we got into the movie, into the story, and how they, because as I said, they're living together, and how they're showing their everyday life, and also the thing, they have a specific ability that they have in this movie, like they talked about it at the very start, is that they can, by touching each other, hear the thoughts of their friends. So that's why they're always touching hands together when they want to communicate without speaking, and that's why people make joke sometimes. I mean, there was only 1 or 2 jokes about it, but that maybe they're gay, you know. That maybe they're gay or they're being in couple, but it's just because of their ability, Kuma, pretty much. And then they started showing their everyday life and how they meet those other girls, and then how they get closer, and then drama happens, and then all the movie happens that obviously I won't spoil, but I really got into it. And then the movie finished, and it went by really quickly, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, Kuma. I enjoyed it, but what was weird about this movie is that it didn't really feel like a movie. You know how, like, how can I explain that? Like, compared to the 2 others movie, so Kimi no Ilo and Toto-chan, the 2 other movies I watched, those movies were real movies. This movie was an TV anime movie, and by that I mean, you know, for example, the Suzumiya Haruhi movie. that is based on Haruhi Suzumiya, a conclusion of one of the arc of Haruhi Suzumiya. Another example would be the Madoka movie, the Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica movie, the Madoka movie, or any movie that is a continuation of a TV series. So for example, the Slime movie, like I've seen recently that they're actually airing the Slime movie in here. Or another example would be the Maid Dragon movie that is going to release. There are specific type of anime movies that are pretty much continuation or based on a TV series, and it's kind of like a TV series that they put, but then they shoot it, if that's the word, or they made it as an anime movie. To me, it's not the same type of presentation or pacing that you could expect from a true movie. So for example, if you watch Ghost in the Shell, because I was talking about Ghost in the Shell yesterday, or Ninja Scroll, to say another example, and then you watch Haruhi Suzumiya movie or the Madoka movie, it's not the same type of movie. And don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you that one type is better than the other, you know, because for example, the Haruhi movie is one of my favorite movie ever. To me, this movie is 10 out of 10, the Haruhi movie, but it's not the same type of movie. And usually, when Eureka goes to a theater to watch a movie, I like to watch anime movies, but like big anime movies, like for example, the Ghibli movies, the Ghost in the Shell, Perfect Blue, Paprika that I wanted to watch, but I couldn't watch, those type of movies. But movies that are based on a TV series, kind of like Haruhi Suzumiya, even though this one I could enjoy it, watching it on a theater, but the Madoka movie, or the Slime movie, or the Maid Dragon movie, those one, I don't really need to watch them on a movie theater. I can watch them on stream, you know, when it releases. So what I'm getting on for that is that Fureru obviously doesn't have a TV series. Like Fureru is just a movie. Like it's not based on a TV series, it's not based on a manga, it is an anime movie, original anime movie. But the way it is presented to the viewer, the way it is, the narration happens, the scenes are presented, it really feels like a TV series, like an anime TV series, seasonal anime TV series that got put into a movie and then shown on screen as a movie. I would argue that they could have made Fureru as a TV series. That's what I mean. I like watching movies that are based. Exactly. That's a good summary. Not to say that Fureru wasn't good. I think it was decent. I think it was really decent. And again, I was scared that it was going to be boring, but the movie really went by really fast. When it finished, I was surprised that it was already finished, but I enjoyed it. But there was nothing special about it, I would say. And by special, I mean, let me show you again. Maybe not with this. Remember Toto-chan? Toto-chan, for example, like I said, is an example of a true anime movie, you know, a real anime movie and not a movie based like it was based on a TV series. But Toto-chan, what was interesting about Toto-chan is the fact that it is based on an autobiographical story of a person that happens to live their elementary school days during World War II in Japan. And just for this, it made the movie really interesting to watch. And then you have, let me show you if I still have the cover, Kuma. I think I do. Then you have, oh, now it's big, but I really love this movie. I think it's one of the movie I could rewatch in the future. But you have Kimi no Ilo, or The Colors Within, this movie that was interesting to watch because, again, it's another example of a true quote-unquote anime movie, but also what made it interesting is the Christian background. It has a Christian background. Even though it's not a movie about religion, it's really interesting that it's an anime movie coming from Japan, which is a country known for Buddhism and Taoism, I think, too. But a movie here about a Christian background. So the Christian background made Kimi no Ilo interesting, and the autobiographical aspect of Toto-chan and the fact that it was happening during World War II made this movie interesting. Fureru is a pretty basic classic story, you know, about you being upset of your best friend hitting on your crush, until the end where they realize that it was nothing, that it was a misunderstanding, and then the power of friendship wins and they get friends again. Pretty much. This movie is an example of a very basic movie. So it's cool. It's a cool movie, decent movie, very well produced, good production, good character design. The music wasn't really memorable, but it wasn't bad either. It was music that was accompanying the movie, so nothing special about the music. And the story is really, I would almost say cookie cutter, you know, but to me, and a bit cliche, in a typical Mario Okada fashion, you know. It's a bit cliche, there's a bit of drama that some people could like it, other people could consider as forced drama, but what I mean by that is that if you ever happen to be curious about this movie and that you want to watch it, I could recommend it. It's a decent movie, even though like on priority, like on your priority list, Fureru would be lower than the other movies I talked about, you know. But still, I think it's still a decent movie that could be watched by people. I liked it. While those two other movies, I like them better. And I would say that my favorite was this one, Kimi no Ilo. This one was my favorite movie, Kuma, of the three I watched. And I think that's it for this event, you know, Kuma. That was it. Because I wish I could have watched Paprika, but unfortunately, I tried to buy the tickets way too late, Kuma. I mean, I watched the movie already, you know. I watched the movie already. So I guess I could make some kind of review of it in a future stream. And even ask people to watch it before. So we can talk a bit about spoilers too. But yes. Those are all the movies I wanted to watch. There isn't any other movie that interests me happening during the Brussels Film Animation Festival that ends up, I think it ends Sunday, you know. So there are still other animation works that you can be seen, but I think I've watched enough, you know. I just wanted to watch anime movies because I'm a weeb, and because they don't screen a lot of anime movies, usually in Belgium, so I didn't want to miss this opportunity, Kuma. But I did it. Let me drink again. Nice. So to summarize, 7 out of 10. And this one won't change. 7 out of 10 movie. Pretty nice. I wish, okay, there's something I could say too, I could talk about more generally, by the way. Let me see, I guess it's better if I put it like this so I can go in front. But I wish, this is an example of a movie. I wish I could have watched it with a friend, honestly. I wish I could have watched this movie with a friend. And I'm going to tell you why. These two other movies, like Kimi no Ilo, even if this one could have been nice to watch with a friend, and Toto-chan, I mean, those two movies, since they're really good movies, like they're good anime movies to watch, I like, if anything, I like to watch it alone, you know, because I can be all by myself, focus on the movie, being nice and snug and comfy on the theater, and just enjoy the movie. This one, Fureru, as I said, it's still a decent movie that I like, don't get me wrong. I don't consider the movie bad, but it's the type of movie that there isn't really a lot, I guess. Sorry, because I drank again. I want to burp. Kuma, I should stop. Maybe I should stop drinking sparkling water, but I like it. But like I said, there isn't really a lot to talk about Fureru without getting into spoilers. And the problem is nobody, and by saying nobody, I'm saying nobody, you know, besides Japanese people, obviously, that have seen this movie. So, for example, actually, I could even talk to you about spoilers, you know, because I don't even know if you will ever watch this movie, because again, as I said, in the priority list, I'm sure you have a lot of better anime to watch. But even if I talked about spoilers, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about, because since you didn't see that movie, you will just say, okay, Eureka may be right, like, it's true that this character sucks, or this character is cool, or, oh, it's true that this character seems cute, but you don't know about what happens. You don't know about what happens. And the thing is, why I wish I had a friend to watch this movie, it's the type of movie that after watching it, you can talk about it with your friends when leaving the theater, and talk about what happened, and just talk shit about it, you know, like say, okay, that was fun, okay, that was really cringe, okay, that character sucked. Anyway, I can tell you, there is a character in this movie that I thought really sucked ass, Kuma. There is a character in this movie that I thought really sucked, and it's not on the cover, you know. It's not any of those guys, you know. So it's one of the characters, the girl character actually, that appear in the movie, and I thought she sucked. But since no one watched the movie, at least no one that I know, it's like I'm screaming into the void, Kuma. Like, I could tell you, okay, I hated this character because she did this, or because I didn't like her personality, pretty much. She was the cute type of character, you know. There is a cute type of cute character, and by cute, I don't mean a lolly, you know. I mean, all the characters in this anime were in their 20s, adults. By cute, I mean she was really the cute type of woman, you know. Like, really cute, the type of character that when you see the character design, and you look at the anime, you just know, Kuma, that they designed that character for the purpose of making the viewer understand that this character is cute. She's the cute type of character that everyone wants to be their boyfriend, you know, because she's cute. But all her personality was about being cute. And that's what I hated about it, you know. I mean, I don't mind cute character, but she really was that type of character that she was cute. She knew she was cute, you know, and people were being nice with her because she was cute. But that's all there was about it, about this girl. And they even went out of their way in the movie to tell the viewer and to make them understand that this character, at the end of the day, was just a character, a cute character, appearing in the movie to serve as a part of the drama, obviously, but that at the end of the day, there's nothing about her, you know. She's cute, and she likes basic stuff, but at the end of the day, she's pretty plain, Kuma. She's pretty plain. And I hated that character. I didn't like her. But the thing, like, here, if I went to see the movie with friends, or let's say, for example, I went to see it with you, Bolisu, or of you, Prince Anime, or just like any friend, you know, like some of my viewers or internet friends and stuff, we could talk shit about it. I mean, we just talk about it like one day, the day we've seen the movie, but at least, you know, I like talking about movies after watching it. But in this case, I'm not even sure I will ever meet someone who watched this movie. Or maybe eventually when it releases on stream, because I assume that Mari Okada fanatics, because I'm pretty sure there are Mari Okada fanatics. Again, to remind you, Mari Okada is that person, the script writer. Maybe I will meet Mari Okada fanatics that watch this movie. But other than that, I'm pretty sure it will take a long time before I meet someone having watched that movie. Okay, so that was it for Fureru, Kuma. That was it. I guess I can remove this now. What I will do now, Kuma... By the way, I hope you enjoyed those reviews stream I did, you know, because that's something new that I tried, and I know that currently it's still kind of like a prototype, Kuma, of the type of stream I could do in the future. Obviously, I won't do it all the time, but I like to mix it up, you know, not just making games. And I guess what I will do in the future is ask people about an anime or a manga or even a game they want me to talk about, and then we could talk about it on stream. But this time with spoilers, Kuma. And I would probably tell you, okay, if you want to talk about it, just watch it. So we can all talk together. That's the type of stream I want to do in the future, Kuma. But yes, I liked it. So just let me see, because like I said, I wanted to play a bit Sonic now. At least try to complete the mission, you know. That's what I said. Should I put a question of the day now? What question could I put though? I'm trying to think. I would rather put an anime question. I'm trying to think, Kuma. Oh, I actually have a cheeky one. What do you think about romance anime? Since I was talking a bit about romance, since it had romance, a bit of romance in Fureru, by the way. And now, just let me, Kuma. I guess I should change the category now. Retro. And I should change the title, I guess. Sonic Racing Missions Kuma. Oh, and right, it's true that I moved the chat. I just realized it now because I didn't want to hide it. But I didn't pay attention when I was moving left and right and getting bigger and smaller, so maybe I was hiding it, I don't know. Anyway, Kuma, let's go. So I just have to pick my controller. Like this. Kuma. Guess I can close this. I will. Let me close some of my tabs because I don't want my laptop to die too. Alright, there is a ton of stuff I should open. Oh damn. I'm glad my my glass was empty, Kuma. It was empty. I'm lucky. That was a lucky hit, Kuma. Lucky. So borderless gaming. Then I should open RTSS to cap the frame rates, Kuma. Then I should open DS for Windows because I'm playing with my with my not Steam controller, DS4 controller, Kuma. So RTSS, Sonic, Sega All-Star Racing. Let me start Steam too. Nice. Nice. And I think done. Yes, I'm pretty sure it updated it, my category and title. I like romance anime, but I don't like the drama. I see what you mean. I think that's exactly why I don't like to answer my own question, Kuma, I think that a lot, and by that I mean a lot, of romance anime are really bad. I don't like romance anime for the most part. There are exceptions. I like, for example, Flute Basket, Fuluba. Fuluba, I really liked it, you know, to give you an example of romance anime that I liked. I really like Fruit Basket. And I also like anime when the romance isn't the main theme, but is in the background and serve the story. For example, Hokuto no Ken, you know, that's a classic. I love Hokuto no Ken, Kuma. Fist of the North Star. I don't talk enough about Hokuto no Ken, but this anime is goated, based anime, Kuma. There is romance in Hokuto no Ken, but the way they treat the romance in this shonen, to me, Hokuto no Ken is one of the few shonen, if not the only shonen, because I'm trying to think about other shonen manga where I like the romance, but it's probably the only shonen manga, an anime by the way, where I loved the romance. I don't like the drama. They can be like obscure, messy, and angsty romance, but not that drama is the center of things. Yes, exactly. Usually when you have a romance and then the drama is the center of it, and an example of an anime. Did you watch Sakuraso Bolisu? I'm already asking. Did you watch Sakuraso? Or did any of you watch Sakuraso no Pet Nakanojo? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me see. Yes, did you watch it? I saw it live on TV. Oh, they showed it on TV, on Chilean TV. Really? That's cool. That's really cool. Let me see if I can show. Sometimes it's hard to find a big enough picture on Google Image for some reason. There is a Whip TV channel. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, it's the same in... there is a French channel. There is a French channel because in Belgium, we have access to baguette channels or French channels on TV. That is the same, a Whip TV channel, as you described it. Oh, this is a visual novel. But isn't there... It's so weird how... I think this one should work. Okay. But it should load, Kuma. I like this playlist. Kuma. Let me show you. I mean, I want to put it on stream so I can illustrate it. This anime, Kuma. Sakurasu no Pet Nakanojo. So before talking a bit about it, I mean, I'm still going to play Sonic. It's just a little tangent I'm going. But before to say my thoughts about it, what did you think about it, Bolisu? Or any of you guys who watched the anime, what did you think? Did you like it? Did you think it was cool, nice? Did you think it was mid? Or did you hate it? What did you think about this anime? Pretty much. I'm curious, Kuma. And while I'm letting it here, let me just start the game already. I guess I could already start the game. Alright. Here. So yes, I'm curious, what did you think, Bolisu, about Sakuraso? If you liked it or hated it, because I wouldn't want to influence you, pretty much. I don't want to influence people, Kuma. Where's the S4? Oh, right, I should connect to Bluetooth. Nice. I'm unfamiliar, but the character in the center is stacked. She is. And funnily enough, she's a pretty cool character. She is a pretty cool character, Kuma. But yes, look at this. Like, I forgot she was so stacked, actually. You're right. Look at this, Kuma. Those are big-ass melons. Nani sare? She's stacked. I mean, I'm not complaining. She's cool. I liked romance anime when I was younger. Harem stuff like Tenchi Muyo and Love Hina. Oh right, harem stuff. Harem stuff is a wild card. And especially since you're talking about Love Hina, I really love Ken Akamatsu works. You know, Ken Akamatsu is the name of the mangaka who worked on Love Hina, and he also worked on Negima. Negima is an anime that I really, really like. I love Negima. I love the anime adaptations, and I love the manga, Negima. So I guess harem stuff, there are some harem stuff that I like. So let me start DS4 Windows. Here. Let's see if it works. Okay, it's connected. And now, okay, before starting it, I guess I will finish first talking about the subject so I don't go in a tangent many times. But pretty much, like, I'm going to give my thoughts because maybe Balisu is, I mean, away from keyboard, because I was curious to know about your thoughts of Sakuraso Balisu. But now I can tell my thoughts. I think I hate this anime. I hate this anime, Kuma. I hate it. I hate it, Kuma. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much, Kuma. I hate this anime. So now, oh, Bolisu, tell me about it now, Bolisu. Now that I have your attention, because what do you think of Sakuraso? What do you think about it? I like the characters, okay, but did you like the anime? Did you like the story or the, I don't know, what's happening in the anime? Because you're telling me you like the characters, but do you like the story or the background or everything about it? If you still remember about the anime, obviously. I don't even remember the plot. Okay, that tells everything. That's already tells you that the plot wasn't memorable. But I do remember. And I hate. Should I say it again? I hate this anime, Kuma. Worst anime ever. Okay, this here I'm being a bit too much. It's too overblown. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a bit. Just a bit, Kuma. So why? Why do I hate it? Bolisu, you told me that you like the characters. Same for me, Kuma. I think that this anime is actually a great slice of life. This anime, if you like slice of life anime, school life anime, I mean, it's not really a school life because they're all living in the same house, but if you like slice of life anime, this anime is top tier slice of life anime, Kuma. So now I'm seeing you guys, you're all confused. You're probably thinking, okay, but Eureka, didn't you just said that this anime fucking sucks? Didn't you just said that you hated this anime? Didn't you just said that this anime was the worst ever, even though you were just a bit exaggerating? I hate this anime because we're talking about romance anime. I think Sakuraso is one of the worst romance anime I ever watched, Kuma. I think the romance in Sakurasu no Pet Nakanojo is outrageously bad. I was shocked. I was baffled. I hate the romance in this anime to the point that the romance plot of the anime ruined my appreciation of the slice of life. This anime is such have at first I had a love-hate relationship with Sakuraso, but now I hate it because I didn't cry because I'm not the type of viewer, anime fan, or otaku to cry. Like, you will never see me cry with big tears coming down from my eyes when I look at an anime that I like or I think it hits me in the feelings. But when I get hit in the feeling, there are some times where you get teary-eyed, like when your eyes get watery. That would be me. Like, Eureka doesn't cry, but when something happens in an anime that impacts me in my feelings, I get teary-eyed. Sakuraso actually did it. There are some moments in Sakuraso that I love, but the romance ruined everything. Kuma. I hate the romance in this anime. And at first, I had a love-hate relationship, as I said, with Sakurasu no Pet Nakanojo, but because of the romance, I can't even rewatch it. I thought the anime was insulting. That the anime was insulting me. So I think the ponytail girl liked the main character, exactly, and the dude on the back did dress as a maid, exactly too. So you do remember? Alright, they lived all together, and the blonde girl did engage in nudity, exactly. Oh, whoa, exactly. And the blonde girl is, I'm not sure it was confirmed. I don't think it was confirmed. Some people theorized that Mashiro is the name of the character. The blonde character is Mashiro. And the brown-haired character on the left, not the stacked one. I actually forgot the name of the stacked one. But the one with the ponytail is named Nanami. But some people theorized that Mashiro maybe had autism, because she was the type of girl that she was really distant, with people in the series, and really talented. She's a genius, actually. If I remember correctly, she's a genius painter, I think. I don't remember if it was painting or piano, or the piano she was good, or maybe both. But she's a genius. She's talented, but really distant and a bit weird with social interactions. So people theorized that Mashiro had autism, even though it never is confirmed or brought as a plot point in the anime. But as you said, Bolisu, the ponytail girl is in love with the main character. The main character, Solata, I think his name's Solata. I hate this guy. This guy is fucking dumb. This guy, I hate this anime. To me, you know how people say that they hate anime because the character is too dumb? Sarata is the textbook example of a dumb character. I hate this. This character is so fucking dumb. To the point where when other people talk to me about anime and they say, oh, this character was actually dumb, and then I look at the anime and I tell them, no, he's not, he may be dumb, but not as dumb as Kanata Solata. I think his name Solata. Solata Kanata is his full name, right? Let me see. Solata Kanda. I don't know why I say Kanata. Solata Kanda. But he's really named Solata, by the way. He's dumb. He's dumb. Because, in romance, there is a trope in romance that I hate. I'm not the only one to hate this, by the way. When there is interactions between characters, and there is a character that is in love with the main character, as you said, I was going to say Bolisudempa. Now I'm calling you with your full name, Bolisudempachi. But as you said, Nanami, the ponytail girl, and she was really obvious since I think episode 1 or episode 2. She gave all the hints. She gave all the fucking hints, you know. You would have to be as dumb as a... Is the expression as dumb as a broomstick? Was that the expression? But you had to be completely dumb to not know that Nanami, so the ponytail character, was in love with Solata, you know. But Solata, the main character of this anime, so this fucking guy, I hate this guy. This guy can go fuck himself. I hate this guy, Kuma. He's dumb. He's dumb. He never realizes that there is a girl that is in love with him. And when I say that, you're going to say me, but Eureka, maybe it's because she never said it, or maybe because she wasn't showing it that she was in love. She was showing everything, Kuma. She was showing everything. You can't be that dumb, you know. That doesn't exist. Or either that this guy has a problem, you know. Like maybe this guy has some kind of trouble or anything. But if you're a teenager, I think he was 14 years old during the anime. You're a teenager at school, and you have a girl, a cute girl per se, because she's pretty cute. I think Nanami is really cute. That is trying to flirt with you, like always talking to you, telling you that like they appreciate your company, and even to the point that pretty much telling you that they love you. And then you're the one here, and you don't understand, like you don't even realize that girl, that cute girl per se, is in love. That doesn't exist. That doesn't, like, that's to me, that's a thing that only happens in anime. It only happens in anime, but it's not, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make, the fact that he didn't know, and it's not even at the start, it's for the entire series. And I remember, like this anime triggered me so much, I remember it fairly well. At the end of the anime, there is even a scene, I won't spoil it, but there is a scene where they're pretty much telling you, if you're a fan of Nanami, they're telling you, go fuck yourself, you know. Like, it's an anime that depending on the character you like, they will tell you, go fuck yourself, Kuma. They will tell you to go fuck yourself. If you like that character, go fuck yourself, Kuma. Pretty much. A long time ago, there was a girl I liked, so for a long time I tried to get close to her. When we finally ended up together, I told her I had no idea she liked me. Wait, how the fuck? And she did hit me. Really? Really? I guess it can, but to me it's like, there are situations like that can happen, Bolisu, that's true, but you should rewatch Sakuraso, you know. Like, if you ever rewatch it, I mean, I told you to watch Ghost in the Shell first, and I hope you're gonna watch the Ghost in the Shell movie, because I think it could be really nice to talk about it, by the way. So, Ghost in the Shell priority, but maybe someday, I mean, you don't have to do it, because we don't have to talk about Sakuraso again, actually, because I don't like this anime, but if you ever rewatch it, rewatch this anime, Sakuraso no Pet Nakanojo, and pay close attention to the reaction of the main character, Solata, and the dynamic between Solata and Nanami. Nanami, or Nanamin being her nickname, because they name her Nanamin, the ponytail character. Pay attention to all their interaction, from beginning to the middle of the anime. I'm not even telling you to the end, just beginning to the middle of the anime. Pay attention to their interaction. It's insulting. It's insulting, Kuma. I thought the hurt emoji was a misclick, and the being friendly was just because she was friendly. I see. I mean, if it's a girl that you talk from time to time, obviously you're not sure, you know. You wouldn't be sure. But if, in my case, I'm really talking in my case, I don't know about you guys, you know. Like, if there was a girl or a guy that came to me every day, we're living together in the same house, because they're living together in the same house. There is a girl that come interacting with me every day, saying me hello, good morning, which is, you would tell me the obvious stuff when you live together, but always trying to interact with me, asking me to sometimes go out, you know, when she has the opportunity, because that's pretty much what happens in the anime. I would start to wonder if she likes me. I would. The only reason I wouldn't say anything is, like, if, for example, I don't like this girl, you know. If I don't like this girl, maybe I would think of, okay, if she ever confesses to me her love, I will try to tell her respectfully, politely, while respecting her feelings, okay, I really appreciate that you love me, but we're not made to be together, you know. Pretty much, I would word it in a way to be respectfully. But other than that, if it was a cute girl, I would start to wonder, okay, is she into me? Should I try to get closer to her myself? Should I try to get some moves going, Kuma? Should I, you know what I mean? That's, I don't know, but Sakuraso, if you ever watch or rewatch this anime is insulting. It is insulting to me. To me, it's one of the worst. I think it's the worst romance anime I watch, which is a shame, because again, as a slice of life, if Sakuraso was just a slice of life, and the romance aspect was really put on the back burner or just inexistent, this anime would have been a 9 to 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 potential. But because of the romance and how they don't respect their viewers in the story, it's a 4 out of 10 for me. And I'm really kind when I say 4. I'm really kind, Kuma, when I say 4. That's the crazy part. I really liked Nyaluko, but couldn't finish the anime. I couldn't even finish the first episode. I tried it like 4 times, but just couldn't stand the rage in me against the main guy. That would be another example, Bodysuit. To me, that's exactly what I mean, you know? Like, there are anime where the main character is... I'm hitting my desk. Annoying. That's what I think. When I watch an episode, I see the main character and I'm like, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy again. Every episode. That's... Sakuraso is pretty much that. And obviously, what influenced me is that between the two characters, between Nanami, the ponytail one, and Mashiro, the blonde one, I prefer Nanami. I always liked Nanami way more. I would even tell you that I like, and let me see her name, the stacked character, because we were talking about her too. Let me see. Misaki. Kamigusa Misaki, the stacked one. I even like Misaki more than Mashiro. Mashiro was even the guys, you know, like the guy with the glasses, even though he did something at the end that I didn't like, but still, it was pretty cool for the most part. And the Hiki behind, like the Hiki guy. The guy behind is a Hiki that does, as Bodysu said, some cross-dressing. All of those characters, Mashiro, and even the teacher on the left, you see the red-haired girl, she's a teacher. I liked all of those characters more than Mashiro. And I didn't like her because I just thought she was boring, you know. I really wasn't into Mashiro. And the only character, I would say I'm neutral towards Mashiro, but I hate the main character, Sorata. I hate him. But yes, that's what I wanted to say. Mashiro didn't do anything besides nudity, to be fair. Exactly. Mashiro is the type of character, like, I don't dislike her. She's cute. She's cute. She has a nice design. She's part of the group, you know. She's the introverted type, but she doesn't do a lot. To me, Mashiro is kind of like Shih Tzu. Do you remember Shih Tzu from Code Geass? Like the anime with Lelouch Lampeluge. I think I say it well. Lelouch. The anime. I love this anime too. Shih Tzu, the blonde-haired character that loves pizza, for some reason, people love her a lot. They really love Shih Tzu in Code Geass because they love the character design and they love that she's the funny type character that eats pizza and does funny stuff, you know. But when you look at the anime, she does almost nothing, you know. That's why in Code Geass, I love Kallen way more. Kallen Kozuki. I love Kallen Kozuki way more. And Kallen Kozuki has a lot of fans. But for some reason, and I never understood why, Shih Tzu is more popular than Kallen. Kallen, my beloved. I love Kallen. In Sakuraso, it's the same. I would say both characters are quite popular, but for some reason people liked Mashiro a bit more than Nanami. Even though Nanami, again the ponytail character, has a lot of fans too, you know? Okay. I think that was it for Sakura. So that was a big tangent actually. I got angry. I got angry. What did I talk about romance anime, Eureka? You're dumb. You're dumb, Eureka. You know that you hate most romance anime because of Sakuraso. Fuck this guy. Fuck Solata. This fucking guy here. This guy. You know, this... Like, look at this design, too. It's pretty standard. This guy. I hate this guy. I hate this guy, Kuma. Okay. Okay, let's see if the game works. Because I'm yapping and yapping, but... Play. So I got background, I got DS for Windows, Borderless Gaming, RTSS. I should open like tons of software to play this game. Play. Does it work again? I don't remember anything about Code Geass. It's one of my favorite anime. Because the anime is crazy, you know. It's really... The direction of Code Geass is... It goes all over the place. But in good ways. I love this anime. It's a crazy anime. Really. Really, Kuma. Okay, let me just put it in nice. And it's the type of anime that... I guess, Kuma. I guess people should watch it a second time if they like it, obviously, because maybe you didn't like Code Geass, but it's the type of anime that you should watch a second time to really understand it soon, you know? Let me put myself a bit bigger like this. I think like this should be good, Kuma. Kuma. Let's try to complete the missions. And then that will be it for today, guys. But I loved talking about anime. I should try to maybe make my anime streams a bit more structured. And as you also recommended to me, Bolisu, maybe ask people about anime to watch. They want me to talk on stream. Okay. I totally forgot how to play this game, I guess. Not this. Single player missions. Okay, this one. Oh, this one was hard, I remember. I mean, this one. Let's try. Let's see if I remember how to play the game. Stay out of last place. Okay, it's one of those initial D type of mission. When you have to stay first until the end. Before the end of the chrono. Okay, I got the boost. So I guess I still remember. Oh, I forgot about the... I don't remember what button it was. Okay, it's this one. For the tricks. Also, maybe I would put myself more on the right after this race. So you can see a bit more of my car. Oh, damn. It's been a while. I wonder if my laptop will be able to run the new Sonic game. The new... How am I still alive? Weird. How am I still alive? I thought I was going to die. Okay, we'll start again. Go, Eureka, go. Be fast and win. Exactly. I should be fast. Especially in a Sonic game, you know. Especially in a Sonic game. Even more. Let's try again, because I was doing pretty bad. Do you want to restart? Yes. That was warming up. A warm-up.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, this time I didn't got it. But I'm playing as Knuckles now. I think Knuckles is cool. I always liked Knuckles. The only time I didn't like Knuckles was in Sonic Boom, because I thought that his design in Sonic Boom was completely dumb. But Sonic Boom was a completely dumb concept. How they redesigned the characters for some reason. They also made a cartoon about Sonic Boom. I haven't watched it. Apparently it's not that bad from what I heard, but I don't know if I want to watch it. What? But what does... Okay, I just realized there is lava going onto the bridge. Okay, I should pay attention because I'm only 4th. I should try to stay first at the end. Oh, that was scary. Those jumps are scary. Actually, this map is a bit weird. Okay, I used the rainbow, but... Okay, the glove. I dodged it. I think the glove is not homing. Oh, that's Oppa Oppa in front of me. That's Oppa Oppa. I hate this stage. I hate this stage, Kuma. And I lost. Okay, let's try again. I've seen a few episodes. It's like a comedy show. Oh, do you mean Code Geass? Do you mean Code Geass? Or Code Geass? Actually, it's pronounced Code Geass. Because it's not far from the truth, Kuma. I mean, Code Geass is really... it is a mix between a mecha anime, a school life anime, a romance anime. There is some romance in Code Geass actually, but it's not the main point of the anime, which is why I don't hate Code Geass. And also a political thriller, kind of like Legend of the Galactic Heroes. If some of you know about this anime, it's pretty old anime. It's an old series of OVA that is pretty good, by the way. Like, some people compare Code Geass to Legend of the Galactic Heroes in some ways. And yes, the beginning of Code Geass is pretty much a school life, and I guess that's why I like it, because I really like school life anime in general. But it's such a weird mix in Code Geass. Like, it's a true mecha anime first. There are people out here that will try to tell you that Code Geass isn't a mecha anime, and they're completely wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. They're saying that because since they enjoyed the anime, and they don't like mecha anime because they think mecha anime is only about robots fighting other robots, monster of the days, kinda like Mazinger Z. They're confused that they actually liked Code Geass, and they will tell you, I liked Code Geass because it's not a mecha. But it's wrong, it's a mecha anime. If anything, Code Geass is more of a mecha anime than Evangelion. There is an argument to say that Neon Genesis Evangelion isn't a true mecha anime, you know? Isn't really a mecha, because it's biomechanical armor. Actually, when you look at Evangelions, how they're made, they're more humans and angels than robots, you know. But Code Geass is a true mecha anime, but for some reason, some people will tell you it's not, and they're wrong. Sonic Boom. Yes, Sonic Boom was insane. What they did to Knuckles was... Oh, did I win? Damn, I'm getting good at winning while yapping, Kuma. Or gaming while yapping. I'm getting good. Nice. Next mission. GG, thank you, thank you. Hey, that one just looks just like me. Come on, Bolisi. I mean, Knuckles cool. So if you do like Knuckles, that's great. If you do look like Knuckles, Bolisu, I want to take a picture with you immediately. Or you should show yourself on webcam. Because I like Knuckles. I think Knuckles tight.
2, 1, go!
Grab the emeralds. Oh, okay. Nani? Why did it reset? Do I have to get the rings too? Nani Sale?
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I think it's just the emerald actually. Like I don't really care about the rings, I assume. Okay, there's another one here. I got it. Nice. That wasn't the best drift, but I got the next jewel or crystal or diamond. Those are diamonds actually. Diamonds, Kuma. I'm a scientist. I should use the right words to describe the things I see on screen. I see. Okay, there's this one. Oh, I missed one. I got AA, which means that I missed one. Weird. But where did I miss it? I didn't see it. Let's play again. Because I want to get the max rank.
3, 2, 1, go! Gotcha!
Oh, Nani? What? Oh, but that's... Okay. That's the other side. Because I already see there is a blue one on the left, actually. But that's when you go back.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, let's try again. And keep your eyes on the road, Eureka, because apparently there is a crystal that I'm missing for some reason. So 1, 2. Three. And I'm getting some turbo. Yes, I don't see anything else. 4. Maybe I should try to go faster, because maybe the time is also... Did I got it? I got it, right? I did. Okay, I missed it. This one I missed it. I wasn't sure about the green one, but the blue one I missed it.
3, 2, 1, go!
This mission seems easy, it's just that I missed for some reason one of the crystals. But damn, it's really funny how I got angered. I got angry when I started talking about romance anime, because I thought when I think about romance, I will always think about Sakuraso. And I hate Sakuraso, which is a shame because the slice of life aspect of the anime is top tier, and I actually liked the slice of life moments of the anime, but ew. The romance in this anime is annoyingly bad. Really. Nani? Why do I get only AA? Is there... Nani? Is there a crystal I'm missing? Or maybe I should get more rings? Or maybe I should get faster. Let me count. 1. Oh, I think it could be related to the rings. I think it could be related to the rings, Kuma. I would have to do a recheck of all the anime I've watched. I think I've seen some good romance anime. Yes, there are good ones. There are good ones. I gave an example with flute baskets. Flutes basket, I love it. Fuluba. I love Fuluba. Fuluba is actually my favorite, I think. I love Fuluba. Because Fuluba is an example. Fuluba is actually an example of an anime and manga, because the manga is pretty good too, that doesn't take the reader or the viewer as someone dumb, you know, that respects the viewer, that respects the reader, the viewer or the reader, exactly. And the main characters of Flute Basket, so Tolu, Kyo, and Yuki, the 3 characters, they're pretty iconic, by the way. Really iconic from the 2000s. They're all great characters. I love them. I love even the side characters are cool, you know? Like, I love every main characters, but even the side characters, I love them. Fruit Basket is an example. Okay, I missed it. It is an example. So they are. I watched only 2 episodes, then I forgot because I had to do the college exam thing. Oh, you went to college, Bolisu. I didn't know that. What did you study at college, by the way? And did you finish or did you stop at some point? Because I went to college, Kuma, but then I just stopped because what I didn't like about college, I guess that could be a stream too at some point. About my time at college, Kuma, at uni. And also I didn't ask you this question because you told me you actually had a girlfriend at some point. But does it mean, like, are you still in couple right now, or are you single? Like, how did it finish? If it finished, how did it, like, why did it stop? What happened? Okay, this one I always miss it. What happened, Kuma? If it's not too much to ask.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yes, I think I should get the rings. Because otherwise, it doesn't make any sense for them to put so many rings in this stage. Damn, I'm sliding. Here I'm taking way more rings than before, that's for sure. I should keep doing it though. Like, I shouldn't lose my concentration. Oh, but I was jumping, I couldn't turn. Right. Slowly. Let me take this, let me take that. Nani? What? Okay, so it's really the rings. Can I still do it? Let me try. Yes, it's really the rings. I should get more rings, guys. So this mission is quite confusing because they don't really tell you about that. Sliding in, I should keep doing it slowly, just like that. Come on, I didn't do it on purpose. I swear. But Bolisu, how did it stop? I'm curious.
3, 2,
How did it stop?
go!
Your relationship? Or maybe like you could tell me on DM if you don't want to tell it on my chat, Kuma. Yes, here I'm going. Okay, here I pressed my touchpad. That's why it posed like that. But I was going too fast. Maybe I shouldn't go as fast so I can try to get more rings.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yes. This mission is hard. Okay, here I'm going slower, but... Nice. And I shouldn't get too slow either, because if I don't have time left to cross the finish line. Okay. Damn, here I missed some of them. Then here... Oh no, I missed it. That's so hard. Because you have to get so many of those rings. She was in a rough spot on her life. She was the kind of person that thought, I can't be a good girlfriend for you right now, so I'd rather not be your girlfriend. So you can imagine a ton of feelings in between and stuff. Ah, I see what you mean. I totally see what you mean. It's... I guess it happens. That's not the first time, you know. Like, I also had experience with that. When people tells you that... that it's a mix of... They tell you they're not ready, and oftentimes it's a mix of what's happening in their life, obviously, but it can also be a lack of self-confidence, if to use a better word, you know. And it's really hard to know the true thoughts of people sometimes, you know. Because sometimes you can think it's unfair because you're like, but why are you saying this? Like, we were getting along so well, so I think you're a good girlfriend or boyfriend or anything. But sometimes people feel things, you know, and they're not comfortable or they're depressed or they don't want their behavior to impact their partner, you know. Because usually when someone is depressed, there are times where it can get the other person depressed too, because the other person want to help, obviously, but they try to help and it's not working, because it's really hard to help a depressed people, you know. So yes, I don't know if it was what happened in your specific situation, Bolisu, but I can see what it is, Kuma. And indeed, it sucks. Human relationships are really a hard thing, you know. As Hideaki Anno showed in Evangelion with the hedgehog dilemma. Oh damn, I'm always missing this one. Crazy. Other people would be in a rough spots and would instead lean heavily into you. She, on the contrary, wanted to solve all of her problems first. I see. Yes, I see exactly. I would say that it's not necessarily... Okay, if I don't miss those, it's not necessarily a good way to go about it, but it's complicated because every person will have their way to do things, you know. Some people want to get helped, and other people want to do it themselves, I guess. But it's true that when you have a partner, like a girlfriend or a boyfriend, usually you would expect to rely on them when you're feeling bad. Damn, that's hard. That's hard, Kuma. Because I have a story to tell to you guys at some point. But it's a story that I keep for streams where I would talk about my experiences. Like, there is still the stream where I want to talk about my trip in Italy that I did last year, you know. Because there is a ton of stuff I want to talk about. But yes, I have story. And also stories related to people where you don't really understand why. Please, please. What? Come on. How do... It's a joke. It's a joke. I was AA. I thought I was getting AAA, but... I'm getting close. Oh, damn. That's hard. Yes, it is hard. I mean... I don't mind hard things at times, but here, in a game, I don't like when the game gets too hard, Kuma. I don't like it. That's why I'm doing it. Wait a minute. Alright, I'm back. Well, just answering my... my mother was asking me something, Kuma. So what I was saying again? Alright, I was saying that hard things. Hard things, Kuma. I'm into them, just not in games.
2, 1, go!
Okay, I missed it. Let's try to be slower again. Those missions are weird, I remember now, because it's about going slow. So you can get all the coins. Alright. I got it. I got it. I got it. Nice-oo, nice-oo. Let's try to get the most I can, Kuma. Nice. Then this one. Here I'm really focusing, guys. 18 seconds. I shouldn't be too slow. Okay, pay attention to the blue one. Am I too slow? Maybe I'm too slow. Fuck, maybe I'm too slow. I did it. 1 second. I did it. Nice. See, that's what I was telling you. This game is weird. Like the missions. The missions of the first Sonic Racing game is weird because you shouldn't go fast. Like your rank, for the most part, doesn't depend on how fast you're going. And that's weird. So just let me see.
Go!
I was just trying to put the chats because I couldn't see it anymore. Let's go. Should I beat him? Defeat him? Alright, I should go quick. Oh, I don't like this map. I remember. I don't like this map. Of course I missed it. Damn, I would have been really pissed if... Oh, I remember this map. I should really try, because they don't put arrows everywhere, so it's easy to get lost. Go! But I can't beat him. Then it's here. Then it's right. What? Okay, okay. I'm still alive. Oh, I'm still... Okay, okay, okay. I rushed. I thought I was getting hit. That's why I pressed pause. Nice. Oh, not this, I remember. I hate those turns, but I can't do it. I remember those turns, I remember. Let's try again, I can do it. I think this is the hardest map of the game. Of all the maps I played, Kuma. Clearly. It's really the type of track you have to remember in order to get good. Why am I in the... Okay, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Okay. Please. Those turns are insane. Because you have to actually beat him, and you have to beat him fast. And yes, you shouldn't... Those turns, like, there's really big... Like, and it's really funny because they removed them in the sequel. In Transformed. There aren't really turns like that in Transformed, because maybe they thought it was too hard. Probably. The frame drops. But I can deal with it. Oh nice, I got hit. Okay, now I shouldn't fuck up. I got a boost too, maybe I will keep it. Maybe I will keep it, Kuma. How does it go? What? How does it go so fast? It doesn't make sense. Is that rubber banding? Okay, it doesn't make sense. He caught me, maybe I should have used it. Or maybe he got boost himself, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Kuma. He was cheating, right? Ouch, double turn. And the thing is that each car feels different, so usually when you get used to a map with a character, it's not the same with another character, because the physics are different, you know? Not the same car, not the same physics, so you know what I mean. And I missed the item. Okay, still alive. Never give up, Kuma. As would say John Cena, even though he became a bad guy now. John Cena is a bad guy now, that's crazy. I'm pretty bad at those turns. Come on, please. I wonder if I... What? How? How did it go so fast? How did he... And I got only double A. Okay, let's try again. Oh, you know what? You know what? Before doing it... Weird eyes. Exit to menu. Because again, I'm not sure if I still have time to do it. Because I wanted to eat something. 1, 2... Damn, I still have 4. Damn, I really did yap a lot, guys. I think I will stop it for today, guys, because I wouldn't want to overshoot too much my stream, because I still have to eat, and I don't want to go to sleep too late today, because I still want to wake up early tomorrow, Kuma. But I had fun. Actually, it was most of a anime stream again, anime yapping, but that was really fun. And anyway, I still plan to beat those missions. That's for sure. I still plan to do it. I guess if I do a Sonic stream again next time, either I will do some of the Grand Prix after the mission, or I will switch to another game. Or I could switch to another type of chit-chat stream, like watching videos and stuff, because I thought about it too. Like documentaries, anime documentaries, as I did before. I think those are quite interesting, Kuma. So I guess that was it for today, guys. I want to thank Giranoxa, Prince Anime, Bolisu, and anyone else who was watching today, guys. That was really fun. I had fun talking about Sakuraso. God, I hate this anime. This fucking anime. It's because of this anime. Let me show you again. I think I removed it now, right? Yes, I think I removed it. Do I still have it? Oh, this is Fureru, the movie I watched. Yes, we were talking about this movie today, Fureru. That was a 7 out of 10. I like it. But yes, Sakuraso got me sidetracked because I talked about romance anime. But I had fun, Kuma. And again, thank you guys for watching me as always. Next time I'm going to stream, let me see. Actually, I can tell you now. Just let me see at my schedule that I haven't shared yet. But just so you know, I should be streaming next time, if everything goes well according to my plan, Kuma. I should be streaming. I could be streaming Monday and Thursday. I will try next week to stream Monday and Thursday. And maybe during the weekend, but it would be earlier, at an earlier time. But Monday and Tuesday, I think I'm gonna stream, Kuma. So that's it. So you know, guys. So I hope to see you Monday. Maybe for more Sonic, or maybe for something else. As I said, if I play Sonic, since I will start with Sonic anyway for sure, so no anime yapping, because I won't see movies during this weekend anyway. I will complete those missions, those last few missions. As you can see, I'm close to the end. And what I'm gonna do, what I could do is maybe try some of the Grand Prix. I won't do every single one, but I want at least to beat one on Expert, because if you remember, the first thing I tried with Sonic Racing when I played this game is to beat the Grand Prix in Expert, and I got clobbered. I got clobbered. But now, since I've did all those missions and got used to the physics of the first game again, I think I could beat one. I will try to beat a Grand Prix. And then there could be a bit more of chit-chat after Sonic, you know, if it's not a long gaming stream, we could like go into watching some videos and stuff. So I'm going to see you next time, guys. Thank you again. I really appreciate your support, and just you watching me really means a lot, you know. I don't say it all the time. Actually, I say it rarely, but I really do appreciate that you're watching me as much as you do. Sometimes it's even surprising, because it's not like I have a lot of streaming friends, so it's not like, you know, I'm pretty bad at networking to begin with, so I don't have a lot of ways to have viewers. So to see that there are actually people watching me is really cool. 2 hours at staring at Eureka boobs. I guess that's a reason. Like, if people were more aware of my assets, maybe Kuma, they would watch more. I don't know. But it is what it is, Kuma. I'm going to see you next time Monday. See you guys. Have a nice day, a nice evening, and I hope to see you this Monday. See ya. See you tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Monday. See you Monday. Bye, guys. Bye.